Today we're looking at this Chime Note AI Voice Recorder. This is a product that was sent to me from the manufacturer for an honest review. Now I was pretty stoked to get this because I do a lot of voice memos. I record my daily journal on my phone. When I take my phone out running, I take notes on things that I'm considering. And then as a teacher, my students are constantly taking notes in my class. Some of them use voice notes, especially my foreign students who need to do translation. This is going to help with all those things. Now, the cool thing is you flip it on, so it turns on to Chime, and then it's going to give you a few data points. Right there it has a play. When you hit the record button here, it's going to change the icon to the record button. It shows you the battery life left, which is 70% right now. I charged it to 100% in very little time at all, like half hour to charge using their Type-C power adapter. You probably have a bunch of these already, so you don't need that, but it just charges there at the top. It doesn't take long to charge. I used it for probably an hour, and that got me down to 70%, and that's including syncing with Bluetooth to my phone. And so if you just use this just as a voice recorder, and you don't need to have this with anything else, you can use it just as a voice recorder separate, and it has hours and hours and hours of record time. The other thing you see there is that big white circle that shows you how much hard drive space you have left on it. I've been deleting my memos as I've been playing around with it, and so I don't have anything saved on there. But let me show you how it works.
Okay, so I hit the record button on my device and it says waiting for recording, but it looks like it has gone ahead and start. So today is October 28th, 2024, and I simply want to make a task of my task list of all the different things that I need to accomplish today. So first, I want to read a couple articles. Then I want to take notes about those articles. Then I would like to update my PowerPoint slides. And finally, I want to find images to put on my background for those slides. That's what I want to accomplish this morning. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit pause to pause the recording, and then I'll hit complete. All right, so I'm just simply going to confirm that's my newest transcription. And then on the one that's not transcribed, if I click on it, I can do trans over now, click English, and it will transcribe everything I said, including the beginning. So it says I hit the record button and stuff. So there's going to be some cleanup here. But this is where I'm curious, if I summarize it, will it get rid of that? And if I go over to like task list, will it do that? So to take the whole transcription, it did it in faster than real time. So it took me, I was speaking for a minute, and now I get the full transcription in about 15 seconds. So it has the date, it has the things I want to do. Now from here, if I click on summarize, I can do summary immediately. And here I have some options. I can do meeting notes, to-do list, automatic summarization. So I want to try automatic summarization. See what that does. Oh, awesome. It did get rid of the beginning. So it says October 28th. Here are the things I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm ready to go. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Can I actually edit the text? I can zoom in on the text. But what can I do with it now? Copy success. So I've copied that to my clipboard. Let's see if I can now text that to myself. So I'm just going to hit paste, and it did. So I can copy that to the clipboard. So if I want to text it, I can do that as a new conversation. All right, so from a new Google Doc, if I just click on there, I can paste, and it has the summary there. So we can do it that way.
Now, one feature I do like about this is you notice on the back it has this ring which shows that it's magnetic. I have one of these on my phone for a car mount anyways, and it just locks right on. So you can carry it around with you on your phone. It's gonna magnetize, and it's got some pretty good attraction there. My favorite thing about this is I could record a whole meeting, have it transcribe, It take a couple minutes to go through that, and it puts it into sentences and it clears up your grammar a little bit. But then you can hit the Summarize Now button, and it's going to make it even more useful for notes. You can do the to-do list, and I played around with that. I just went through, here's what I need to accomplish today. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And then it formatted it for me in a list. I'm not using this feature, but one of the things I think would appeal to a lot of people is it can do right away translation services. So you can record notes in one language, have it automatically translate to another language, and then because of ChatGPT, it's going to take those nuances, those sayings, those things that don't do a perfect translation when you use a normal translation service. It's going to give it to you in a way that flows in that language. So this is great just as a translation device, a feature that I'll probably never use. Whether you have a class and you're taking notes, or you're going to a conference and you don't want to forget anything, you can take notes on this for a full hour and then have ChatGPT condense it down into it for you in the main points. So if you have to step out, it's going to take those notes for you. Or even if you're there, what I found was really cool is I would transcribe something to it. It would kind of clean it up and say it in its own words, and many times it was better. We also did something where I write books, and so I can transcribe my ideas into this. It can reformat it like a book chapter, and it's going to clean up the language, make sure it flows. But then you can even ask it to do more research. And so we practice. My daughter, who's on the debate team right now, I had her practice her debate on here. So she did a 1 minute just off the cuff. Here's what I know about these two topics. And then when she was done, we could have it organized so it would do further research. And so the points that she made, it made a list of things that she could learn more about and even gave her some of the details. And so as a learning tool, you could use this again as a student to help you with whatever you're studying, and it's going to give you pointers and ideas. Really cool little device. It's light, it works well, and it syncs right with your phone. Cool idea. I love it so far. I can't wait to continue using it. Check it out.